your child, your individual concerns. Because every parent should have some different issues because no child is same. That I would request, if you could, after the small little briefing between you and me, if you can come over to my office on a one-to-one basis and we discuss the individual concerns. That gets resolved faster. Here, what I would like to talk about is what is going to be the GD Goenka focus. And what a lot of parents, since I was interacting this morning, I've been also asking that they want to know what is the long-term vision. What is the long-term vision of GD Goenka and overall of the school? So I thought we will discuss that. I think all of you understand the very reason that you have admitted your child out here is because you want the child in the next 10 years to make a meaningful existence into the society, to have your individual identity, and to make it small little brief, you expect the child to be a 21st century citizen, a 21st century learner, because the world has changed. Your world has changed. Your child, by the time he or she is out of school and goes to a college, the skills required would be absolutely different in comparison to the skills that you and me have today. They need to be at a faster pace. So whether the education and the classroom transactions that are happening are delivering that skills, is preparing your child for the future or not. I think we agree on that little term. That's important. So the first important thing that we talk about, what is that thing? What is that thing that we are giving? See, area education is internationally accepted that education has to revolve around 4 pillars of education. That's learning to know, that is the content knowledge, which is very important, the concept and the content knowledge, learning to know, learning to be. Learning to be is the intrapersonal skill of the child. Is the child comfortable with oneself? Can the child communicate? Does the child identify the self-reality? Learning to live. Can the child live in a cosmopolitan society? Can the child understand the diverse ethnic compositions in society? Can they respect different culture and yet retain its own cultural values? At times what will happen if you look into the educational process, a child, a lot of times it happens, a child either becomes very westernized and forgets about the Indian values, or at times remembers the Indian values and becomes very rigid about the Western values. The concept is, can I be rooted into my own culture, yet adapt to the cultures of the world? That is, can I understand coexistence? Can I be together with the society? And learning to do. Can I do a lot of things by hands? Can I do practical things? The knowledge that I have implemented, can I apply that knowledge? Because there is no point in having knowledge if I cannot apply it in my day-to-day reality. So that's what we call in education, in educational psychology also, the 4 pillars of education. That would be a real emphasis. To get this done, I think the important would be the concept clearing of the child. The shift has to happen. I think it's already happening, but a lot of emphasis is going to be from shifting from rote learning, from memorizing things, to more experiential learning, to exploring more. See, in class 4 and 5, the child may understand, for the first time be introduced to photosynthesis. What is the concept of a photosynthesis? The child may know everything, but when a child looks into a green leaf, can the child identify that the photosynthesis happened because of so and so? That kind of a practical knowledge, that has to be integrated and involved into the teaching learning process. See, another thing that I will start very soon, children learn a chapter. But why I am learning the chapter? What is the benefit, which I call the learning outcomes, the learning objectives? Does the child know what is the benefit of learning this chapter? Why should I learn? So the teachers will be requested to write before the chapter starts that this is the learning objectives, this is the 10 salient features that you will benefit from learning these chapters. And at the end of the chapter, the assessment, the child will do a self-analysis. We will do that and explain whatever I started, have I been able to accomplish? And since we will share this information with you, you can also ask the child, look, your teacher said in the beginning of this chapter that this is your learning objectives. Come, let's test it. Have you learned it? Because there's no point of learning if I do not know of the objective behind learning. It will not interest things. That is, the interest has to be brought explorative. You know, I started the maths lab also yesterday, and I said, the child from class 1 onwards needs to go to the maths lab once at least. That would be very important. For class 4 and 5, again I would say lot of reading. Lots and lots of reading with punctuations, with thinking powers. This is the stage when the thinking abilities starts first. So, till class 3, they were just forming on images. They were expressing what they saw. But the abstract thinking processes was not coming into it. 4 and 5, can they imagine? Can they think about and start pinpointing? I'm not going to say that it's going to be full form, full-fledged. But can I imagine, okay, suppose Christmas is coming. Last year I saw Christmas. Let's imagine how I'm going to celebrate Christmas this time. Even before the celebration. See, it's one thing to say, okay, the Christmas celebration happens, then I write 10 lines. Another thing is, the Christmas, I have to celebrate Christmas in my classroom. Can I do a bit of imagination? How will I do it? So the child thinks abstractly. It's simple like, you know, the children must have studied Red Riding, a small little story, Red Riding Hood. I think every child must have studied. Now we put a question in a thing. Suppose the wolf was good to the Red Riding. How the story would have gone? Think if Ravan was good, how the Ramayana would have been changed. The child thinks analytically. Small basic informations. So this is where the thinking ability of the child, imaginative ability of the child would be stressed on in an alternative thinking methods. So small little things that is